Welcome back to the circuit of Barcelona, Catalonia for the second race of the F2 weekend. We're 30 minutes from the vibrant city centre you can see here. It's a popular race, this one. It's round 3 of the 2019 FIA Formula 2 Championship. Today we run the sprint. 5 red lights in Barcelona. And we're underway for the sprint race. Ilott off the line slowly. Tell you who's not off the line slowly. Straight up into the lead for Anton Hubert. De Vries going with him as well. It's a long run down to the first turn. Ilott looks like he's down to 4th already. Hubert and De Vries going wheel to wheel into turn 1. But it's Hubert who takes the lead for Arden.
As off the line, look at that from the overhead cam. Just slices through, and De Vries as well. And De Vries actually, in a way, got a better start and was able to get alongside, even slightly ahead into turn 1, but super late braking from Hubert to get that lead back.
He's on board with Luca Giotto. So not the best start, but not terrible.
Yeah, not a great start
compared to yesterday. Here he goes down to turn 1.
It was pretty tight around the outside with Aiken, who he was fighting with. You see, he tries to go around the outside. And then, has to back out.
Went up the hill, and at that point Aiken was ahead, but Zhu got that position back. On board with Nick De Vries.
So here we go, gets into the middle, into the early toe of Hubert, and it's almost a too good a start. He has to pull out a bit early. It would have been better maybe to have had a slightly slower getaway and in that toe for longer, and has to yield and give up that place before turn 1. It's hard to fight that out.
That he needed, and there's a car on fire in a major way. That's Nobuharu Matsushita, who's had a torrid weekend, and he's going to have to retire from 10th place.
Looks like he's parked that car in a pretty vulnerable position. Be surprised if there's not a safety car here.
Oh, it's a big great to see the Matsushita is out of the car, because that fire took hold very quickly indeed.
Serious fire, yes. Glad to see Matsushita get out of the car safely. I could see that from the commentary box window, actually. We've got a great view up here. But yeah, look, that fire it's not going out, is it?
That now in Formula 2, high pressure on him. It's Hubert, De Vries, Ilott and King, but will they stay that way? Back to green flag racing. We are on board with Jordan King. Here comes Hubert with De Vries in the slipstream. He's going to have an opportunity as they go down to turn number 1. This could be for the race win. Hubert checking in his mirrors. We're on board with a second place driver trying to take the lead of the second race of the weekend. And Hubert places the car nicely onto the way into the corner. Perfectly done in terms of defence. Can De Vries use the cutback to get up the hill? No, he's just about defended it. And that is down into turn 1.
It's always got to be down the inside. This is when you see most overtakes happen into turn 1.
Oh, it's Giotto getting past Aiken and not waiting for a DRS zone, making the move into turn number 7.
Impressive stuff.
But the opportunistic move yesterday. Giotto today, just like down the inside.
Yeah, so Aiken was able to brave it out on the outside. I think they actually touched each other. But yeah, it's super late on the brakes from Giotto to get the job done.
Into turn 7 now. Zhu on the charge, trying to go past Jordan King with DRS. No contest. King backs out, and Zhu gets up to 4th. Good job as well, because his teammate is on the charge behind, and King falling down the order.
Slightly more than he was yesterday in terms of pure pace.
Here comes Giotto.
DRS helping down into turn 10, but again, he's looking so good on the brakes.
And making the move down to turn 10. So Giotto doing the move as such. A confident driver this weekend, not had the luck, but with DRS he was able to do it. No DRS for King until that point.
Why did he do that? I mean, he was clearly close enough to Zhu, but a super run around turn 9 from Giotto. What's he going to do on the brakes into turn 10? Does he have a look? Yes, he does, and he gets the job done there.
Can he slow it down? Will Zhu be able to get to cut back? No. Super move from Luca Giotto, and he is running on another pace to everyone else right now.
Doesn't really put up much of a fight at all, and that's an easy pass this time around.
And that's for second place. And Zhu coming back on Giotto, but not able to make an impression
last time around. Here's the replay of look at how late, how far back he was. It's like a karting lunge, wasn't it? And he manages to slow the car down and stops his teammate coming back through on the inside. And this is the pass we've just seen. DRS aiding the overtake, able to get back on the racing line before he does. Now you're in the dirty air through turn 9. I love how these cars can follow each other much closer than F1 cars.
They certainly can. It gives the advantage to Mick Schumacher with DRS. Does he try a lunge into 10? Yes, he does. Does Galeo know he's there? These are teammates, not that you'd know it at this stage of the corner. Schumacher gets ahead, and he's taken the position in the end. That's for 9th place. The points are just up the road for the Ferrari.
And Jordan King, bit of a sitting duck here without the DRS. You can see the cars behind closing. He defends on the inside. Aiken goes to the outside. Is it going to be enough?
Oh, Aiken trying to go all the way around the outside and running out of room. Now, does he rejoin the right side of the bar?
Yes.
He's remembered to do so, but Latifi getting past as a result, and now Latifi
King's quite good on the brakes into turn 10. Let's have another look at this move. So Aiken is behind, gets in the slipstream. He's got the DRS. The defence is done to the outside.
Come on, mate. Focus.
Road, so it'd be interesting to see if the stewards look at that one. As we're looking at Latifi now with the DRS open, goes to the outside. He's just going to drive by him, isn't he?
He certainly is, and he's going to take 6th place from the MP Motorsport driver. And Nicholas down the driver 3rd on the road. Virtuosi versus Arden. Will it be much of a contest? It doesn't look like it will be. Moving ahead, Hubert not even interested about defending, can't defend, and Hubert is down to 4th. Giotto, poor old Sergio said a camera. So the late move from Nikita Mazepin, racing hard, and then with the DRS open, braking on the curb there, and then sending him deep into the corner. Didn't remember what Jack Aiken did earlier in the race, and jumping over the bumps as he returns to the racetrack. Frustrating stuff for the Brazilian, part of the McLaren junior driver setup as well. Gives them great feedback in terms of the simulator.
It's better to go too far than not enough.
Here's the 3rd place man trying to move up to 2nd. Ilott defensive, now trying to sweep around the outside. And going to sweep around the outside. A super move for 2nd place for Luca Giotto. And that could be... This was for like 2nd place.
Like this, look, you respect the driver that's on the outside, and that's how it's done, boys, you know. That was real top-class stuff. Really impressive driving from both drivers there. Much easier pass for Zhu, obviously, down the inside, back onto the racing line before turn 1.
Up to 4th. Here comes Schumacher and Aiken, side by side into turn 1, and Schumacher makes contact with Aiken to go off the road. Will he have a puncher there?
Remember the cone?
And he didn't remember the cone. And this was the incident down to turn 1, 1 lap ago.
So that was an aggressive move after on turning. I'd say if you're going to blame anyone, it's got to be Mick Schumacher more. And look, he's the one that goes off the track.
Yes.
That's why he gets penalty. Here's from another view. So look, Aiken's getting squeezed. There's nothing he can do. And yeah, I think Aiken able to stay on the track,
yes,
just about. So he doesn't get the penalty. Yeah, it was Schumacher that didn't go round the cone. That's why he gets the penalty. But I think it was too aggressive. Just sticks going around the outside. But a brilliant race win for Nick de Vries. Really mature drive. Looked after the tyres well and waited his turn before that DRS usage.
Full race result. Taking 15 points for the win in the sprint race. Luca Giotto closing the gap and moving up to 2nd place in the championship standings. Callum Ilott drove brilliantly up to 3rd. Nothing he could do about Giotto coming through. Zhu, a really strong weekend for him. 3rd and 4th across the campaign. And then we had Hubert in 5th, then Latifi, King, and Aiken the last of the point scorers. Galeo was 9th, Boschong in 10th. 11th was Louis Delatraz. Mick Schumacher penalised, had finished 8th on the road.